Hey, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni G. I am Toni G or Toni Greene, the Psychic Medium. I just change the name of my show all the time at the beginning. No, seriously, I don't know if right now, I think I might be having a little bit of a complication with internet, so please be patient. I am receiving messages in the chat on YouTube. I don't know if it's going out on YouTube. If someone in the chat can let me know, that would be great. Okay, so I'm going to do the show like I always do. First and foremost, please don't be scammed. This is my YouTube channel that I use. It's the only one. And all of my accounts, I have one for the psychic medium stuff. Don't be scammed. I will never reach out to anyone. There's only one way to get a session with me. That's to go to my website and then call me. All sessions are over the phone or in person. I don't email. I don't text sessions unless I already know the person. But then I don't even like to do it. The energy isn't the same. Thank you, Heather, for letting me know that. I'm going to today do a few things. I'm going to take the same things I do in every show. I'm going to take callers from the call line 845-277-9131. If you'd like to call in and ask a question about life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life, or connect with a loved one up above. If you want to connect with a loved one up above, I just need their first name and their relationship to you, like Judy, my mom. And then if you do have a question for your loved one, ask it right away. Don't wait until I give the message and then ask a question. Don't do that. Just don't. I'll make you call in on another show, not because I'm a biatch, just because it's one question per person. If you're asking a question, whether it be on the phone or in the chat, make it a direct question. I say this all the time. And here's my new rule. And I have a right to make this rule. And if you don't like it, okay, you have a right not to like it. Ask a direct question. I'm not doing, can you give me a message from spirit? The message from spirit is ask an exact question about life, love, career, finances. It takes a lot of energy and time to fish around your energy to find that exact message. If you're asking a question, please just know what you want to know and ask it. Okay, excellent. Now that we have that out of the way, and the question can be about anything, life, love, career, finance, anything, or to connect with a loved one on the other side. Perfect. Now we know the rules. Now we know what's going on. We know how to make the show flow so easily and beautifully for everybody. And so that also I can take care of more questions from more people, more callers, more in the chat. And that's what it's all about. Also, if you're in the chat on YouTube watching and you are asking a question, please have the common decency to like and subscribe. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Same thing with call-in. Please just do that. That's it. Okay, if you don't like the rules or the guidelines or the thing, I'm sorry for you, but that's the way it goes right now. Okay, now I'm going to go into, and that way also, if you are subscribed, you'll know when I do pop-up shows, which I did one this weekend, which was a lot of fun, actually. It went a little bit longer because it wasn't for TV. When I do the shows for TV, they have to be within, that 60-minute parameter, and I could just keep going on YouTube for the show Saturday night. So yes, okay, here we go. I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with with names, and I'm going back to right here. Okay, I'm going to start with names and with names. It could be your name, somebody on the other side's names. The first name I'm hearing is Julio. Julio. The next name I didn't even get to finish. Or somebody you know or love's name, or a pet's name, or just someplace you went, whatever name they give me or whatever word they give me, I say it. Julio. The next one is it's it starts with MC, and then like Mick MCKLEA. I need the rest. I think it's, well, that's what I'm getting. So if you have somebody, if that's the name or it started like that, you know it's for you. Okay, then because they just spelled that out for me. They showed it to me because I was having trouble, and it could be like McCleave or McLean or whatever. I just have the first part, so if it was longer than that, please know it's for you. It didn't stop. It may not have stopped at that point. That's just all I personally could get. So if it's for you, it's for you. You will know. The next name is James. The next name is Billy. The next name is Lucinda. The next name is Michelle. The next name is Jane, Jan, Jane, or maybe Jane is Jane, Jane, however you spell Jane. Um, I think it has an E at the end. I do think it has an E at the end. How did I graduate? Anything at this point. Um, Okay, now I'm gonna go into songs because they've been sending me, first of all, they've been sending me songs all morning long. Woo-hoo. What the heck? Oh, just laugh. It's good to laugh. It changes every cell in our body. Okay, so the song could be a song they loved, you loved. It could be the answer to a question that you've been asking. The first song is by Creed. This song has been in my head since the another morning. I woke up with this song in my head then and again this morning, and it's by Creed, and it's that song that says, "Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge, but maybe 6 feet ain't so far to go." I love, by the way, Creed. Yes. Yes. And they also have that song, I just heard the news today. Um, with arms wide open. Oh, yes. Okay. Um, I wrote some songs down because they were coming in so fast this morning and I didn't want to forget them. Oop baba loo bop. It's that song Tutti Frutti. Ooh, Tutti Frutti. It's that song. And then that song, Loving Every Minute of It. That song. And then Let's Go All the Way. Ooh, Rosanna. Yeah. um and then it's that song, I wanna be your dun, 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 and I think it's called Master and Servant. I don't know, but I think it is. And now I'm gonna listen for any other song that might come through. I'm giving them like a minute to give me any other songs. Let It Rain is coming in, and then the next song is I just hear Mr. Mister. So if that's a group or a song, you'll know if that's for you. And then I'm going to do one more song. So if you guys have one more, bring it in. Give it to me now. Give it to me, baby. That hot, that something, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give it to me. Okay. That's it. We're going to start with questions and answers. Again, I want to really help as many people as possible. So please have an exact question, whether you are in the chat or on the call. Please have an exact question for me. I'm going to go to 708. 708, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Cat, Roselle, Illinois.
How can I help you, love?
A message from my mother, Virginia or Virgie. She pops up all over the place for me.
Yeah.
And she must have a message for me.
Well, first she's saying you didn't think it would be that easy to get rid of me, did you? So she has a bit of a sense of humor, and I feel like her sense of humor may have been not sarcastic, but like a little like punchy, and I love that. I love that. So the first thing that your mother, the reason she's popping up is she's saying you're not alone. Stop thinking you're alone. You're not doing everything on your own. If you knew the size of the army on this side that was helping you, you would be humbled to your knees with tears flowing out of your eyes. And I'm going to say this, that goes for every stinking one of you. Yes, it does. It goes for every single stinking one of you. Now, the other thing she wants to say is when you are like in your moments, and we all have our moments, yes, we do, and you're like feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like, oh, whatever it is, whatever that feeling is, she is saying, just say, show me. Show me. And you don't have to say anything else because they are telepathic. They use telepathy with us. They can feel our feelings, they can feel our overwhelm, they can feel our anxiousness, they can feel everything, and they can hear our words in our mind. We don't have to say it out loud for them. They can hear our well, they can hear what we're thinking. They know what we're thinking. And so when you're in those moments, allow them to come in and give you grace and help you through those moments. All you really have to say is show me, and things will just start popping up one right after the other to show you what direction to take, what to do next, where to go, how to help. The other thing she wants to say, and again, you're not alone. And I know she already said this, but she's saying it again. You're not alone. You're not doing everything on your own. You never have, you never will. If you thought, when I was there or when people were there, we had abilities to help, you should see us now. And then that song, ain't no stopping us now. I'm on the move. I'm on the move. Okay, I'm really sorry. I know I don't know how to sing. When they bring a song through, I'm gonna animate it if I can. And in that song, basically what they're saying, there's no stopping them once you give permission for them to either help and or show you. And the other thing you can do if you're really ready, I mean, really ready for change in your life. And let me tell you something. When I say this, I mean this. Do not play with this statement. Do not play with it. When you are ready for change in your life, say, all you have to do is say, help me, and they will step in and start helping you. Now, I do need to tell you this. The things that you have not wanted to do out of fear, out of mostly fear, will start ending up, will start happening. And you need to be prepared for big life changes when you say, help me. Okay. So just know that. Okay. So I hope that this message was helpful for you.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much, Toni.
You are so welcome. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. And the last thing I'm going to say is they're saying, please come to us. Please ask us. Please let us know. what we can do to help you, and we will do it. Okay, the next question is from the YouTube chat. How do you see me at my current job? Have had some issues with another driver, but um, overall, I'm getting work. I just want to do my job and relax when I go home. Okay, so you guys, I'm sorry for the way there's this big light right here. So as I go to read, the light is, you know, adjusting my eyes and on the screen and such. So at your job, you're fine. And I will say this over and over again. If you're having issues with someone that is not above you, do everything you can to gently avoid that person. And I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but if you can just go in, smile, do your thing, and move on, don't interact. Don't feel like you need to interact. Just say, hey, my favorite. I can never say this anymore to people because they think now I'm avoiding them, because I've said this so many times on my show. My go-to is, hey, hold that thought just for a second. I need to use the bathroom, and walk away. I can't, even if I have to go to the bathroom now, I can't use that because I've used it just so many times on my show. But it is one thing, or, oh, just 1 second, I have to take this call. Whatever it is, to avoid the impending conflict or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, issue. And what I'll do a little clearing to heal any conflict between employees or co-workers. Whew, let's pull that all out. And then the one thing they are saying to me for you is, this issue you're having, think about not the specifics of it, but in your life, where does this come from? Does it come from childhood and school, a parent? Like, did you also have this? Because usually something peeps back up so we can heal it. So let's heal why this is here, what caused it, and all the cycles of it also. And not only for you, but for anybody listening. I'm going to go to the next caller, who is 210. 210, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Pearl from Texas.
How can I help you, love?
So I have a vacant lot, and the house next door, the lot next door that has a house on it just came up for sale. And I was wondering, do you see me acquiring this house, and how would I do that?
Okay, well, I'm not sure what you mean by how, unless you're asking where would you get the money from.
Yes.
Well, here's just what. Okay, let me go back to the first part of the question. Is she going to be able to purchase the lot next to hers? No. I actually think someone's going to come in before you get the opportunity to get this. I think somebody is going to come in and purchase it before you even would have resources together or think about it. So that is what I'm getting as of right now. I don't think you're meant to have that space, if you will. I think that for what I'm getting as of right now, that space is not, it's in alignment with something else. If I'm going to say it spiritually, another way I'm going to say it is, before you would even, I think it already has somebody who's interested in it. And I do feel like before, again, you could get the resources before you would put everything together. It would be sold sold to somebody else. Somebody else would be having it. If you really, really, you would have to let go of a few things that you have right now that you don't want to let go of in order to have this property. But even that, I feel like that wouldn't work. I feel like it wouldn't be, it, so sometimes I don't know how to tell people they can't have what they want. But in this case, I'm trying to be so gentle and say it's not something maybe that you're supposed to try to accumulate. And you need to, what I'm hearing from spirit is you need to look at why you want to accumulate this. Because when we want to accumulate something out of faith, it's the right time and the right place. But this isn't something that is the best thing for you. That's the best way I can tell you that, love. I hope that's helpful, Pearl.
Okay. I'll be thinking it over. Thank you very much. It would be a good opportunity if I could find a way to do it. But,
the only thing I could say to you that might make it make sense and a way you could do it is if you partnered with someone, but it would be complicated down the line. So if you partner with somebody, let's say, who has the reserves or the cash for this, it would be a possibility, not a probability, but a possibility. Opportunities are good when we have the means and they don't put us in the rears. When we already have the means, the way is shown and it won't put us in the rears. If it probably is a good opportunity, but you would have to give up something you already have to get something you want in this particular case. Okay, Pearl?
yes, I understand. That's very true. All very true.
Okay, I'm happy that I could confirm that for you. I'm going to tell you, if you push forward with this, it'll be for naught, because I do feel like someone else is going to come in. Somebody else sees the opportunity here, but that person already has the means and the way, and they're going to snag this property up before you would be able to. Now, for what it's worth, at some point, whomever takes up that property might want your property, but you don't have to let it go. You can keep yours. Okay.
That's very true. Everybody wants it.
Yeah. And
but I keep holding on to it. So,
yeah, don't let it go.
It continues to escalate in value.
Yeah, don't let it go, because I feel like at some point, hold on to it for as long as you can, because at some point I feel like the government's going to come in and they're going to want that either the government, a government building, or corporation that's working with the government is going to maybe want that to do something with it. But they're not only going to try to buy yours, they're going to try to buy a number of things in that area to build up, to build something. And when that time comes, if you're the last man standing, you'll get the best price. Okay.
Interesting. It's in the middle of the subdivision, so interesting.
Strange.
But it is near water.
Well, if it is, I'll tell you this: if it's in the middle of a subdivision, the government does buy housing in subdivisions, corporations buy housing in subdivisions, and construction companies. A lot of construction companies or builders buy properties in a subdivision. But what I feel Just what I'm getting is whomever or whatever's coming in, they're going to want to buy several of the properties in that area. Now, maybe all the properties they want to buy are vacant lots because they're going to build on all of them, but in the remaining land. But whatever it is, be the last man standing and you'll get the best deal. Okay, love?
Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. You have an amazing
rest. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next question on line. And the next question is, hi, Toni. You've given me a timeline regarding a significant person coming into my life around the end of June, 1 of July. Okay. I'm wondering if this person is someone I already know. Thank you. Okay. The person coming in for Lynn are they still coming in this? Yeah, they're still coming in end of June, beginning of July. Yes. This year. Yes. Does she? No, you don't know this person. It's not anyone you've met yet. Even if you've recently met someone, I feel like it is not them. I feel like this person is going to come in soon, very soon, obviously, end of June, beginning of July. Here we are. And when they say the beginning of July, it can be all the way. And I know this sounds weird, and you'll say that's not the beginning of July, but all the way up until the 18th is what I'm saying. But I do feel like this particular person is going to come in before that. I do feel like this person, I hear transit. I don't know what that means. It could mean anything, I guess, transit. And for this particular person that's coming in, are they? Okay, I'm going to say this. I get it. I feel like this person is either they own their own business or they're in the process of building a business or starting or getting ready to start their own business. And it might, I don't want to say too much because if they come in and it doesn't look like this, then you might say, oh, this isn't the person. But it might have something to do with the word transit. So, for example, somebody might start a business where whatever they're doing needs transit, or it might be that. But whomever this is, you're going to meet this person. It's coming in. Make sure you are answering your phone. I just keep hearing take the call, take the call, take the call, and make sure you are. And now I want to say this. This is not somebody that's DMing you. It is not. It's really important that you know it's not somebody that's DMing you. And the other message I'm getting for you is even if somebody comes into your life and they say they're starting a business, building a business, have a business, that's their business. That's not your pocketbook. So if somebody comes in and says, hey, oh, I'm starting this business, yeah, and you think, oh my God, this is the person. Oh, but I'm a little short on capital. That's a you problem, sir. And that's a scam, sir. That's a you problem. That's on you, babe. That's not on me, babe. That's all I can say. That is their issue. Give them a tissue and let them walk away because that is not your person. Your person will never come to you like that. Your person will show up and show out of what they can do, not what they expect you to do for them. Do not mistake that. Do any man that comes in is not coming in, especially in the beginning, to stand on a woman or the other way around or woman. It doesn't matter what the dynamics are. And in the beginning, it shouldn't be like that anyway. Okay, 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 okay. So this person, though, they have their resources, they know what they're doing, they're very strategic, and they are building. And so if somebody does reach out to you, let's just say from, I just see DMing and Facebook, that's a solid no, no, it is not that. That is not your person. I do feel like you meet your person in a professional setting, though. So just know that, okay, love? I hope that's helpful for you. I can't remember who I took last. I think it was 773. I'm going to go to 785. 785, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Hope, and I'm calling from Kansas.
Hey, Hope, how can I help you today?
Yes, I recently applied for a job, and I was just wondering if you see me getting this job.
Hope, I feel like you're going to get the next job. So what I'm hearing,
Okay.
and actually, sometimes we don't get a position at a specific company or department or location because not because of anything to do with us, just because spirit is watching out for us, knows there's somebody a little bit not so good for us in that location, and they want to make sure we end up at the right place with the right people. And what I'm hearing is there's a position coming in within this month. Okay. Keep applying, keep reaching out to companies. There is a position coming in within this month. Did she already apply to it? No, you have not applied to it yet. So you're going to apply to this position, and it is going to be wonderful. And you're going to be brought on, not like you're sitting in the interview and they're like, we want you, start now. It's not going to be like that, but the process will not be long and drawn out. Okay. It'll go in a good pace is what I'm hearing. So yes, please know that there's something better right around the corner. Don't settle. And if this particular place offers you something, you can say yes. I always say never turn down a job, but give them a start time a little later so you can apply. And if this other thing comes in, you can take that, because I feel like it's going to be a much better thing for you. I feel like it'll be a better company, a better situation. It's even going to have better pay. You're going to be really happy you held out. But don't, if somebody does offer you a position, do say yes. It's your energy is stronger and better when you have a position, and that gives you the confidence for other positions. Okay. And some people would say, isn't that wrong to do? Listen, companies fire people on a dime with no warning. And I've heard so many stories of companies will tell somebody, oh, we're giving you this start date, and then reach out and say, oh, sorry, that was wrong, or, oh, we no longer need this, whatever. So if you feel like that's unethical for you, then don't do it. But if you're comfortable with that, always have that leverage of already having something. Okay?
Yeah, because I like the job I'm at, but I need more money, because I left one job for this job, but it's a lot less money, and I thought it'd be okay, but it's not okay, because I got the same kind of bill. So I applied for a different job that's remote, and I've applied for it before with this company, but I didn't get hired. So I reapplied, and she said by Friday I should know if I got the job or not. But I need something to make a little bit more money than I'm making now. I like what I do. It's just it's not enough money to pay all my bills.
Okay, so yeah, and that's an issue because even if you like what you do and you're not making enough money, you will become resentful and not like what you do. I'm going to say to you, I do feel like the position coming in is remote, but I do feel like it's either in it might if it's with this company, it's in a different department than you applied for or something, and it is going to be it's going to be more money. There is something coming in. I do feel like it potentially is remote, and I do feel like it's definitely more money, and I do feel like you're going to like it. The other thing I'm getting, and I don't know why I'm getting this, is if you are comfortable doing part-time remote for, like, let's just say, for example, an airline or a hotel, that is something that will bring a lot of extra money in and give you that opportunity. I don't know what type of remote you're looking for, but I'm also hearing that. So when I hear it, I say it. Now, if you don't want to do something part-time, I do know there's something full-time coming in, and that's going to be really good for you. Okay?
Yeah, I'm in the social service field. I worked before at a domestic violence shelter, and then now I applied for foster care placement. So I love the social service field, helping others.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. And for what it's worth, if I ask, is it in the foster care area or department, I get it might be within that organization, but it might be in a different area of that organization.
Okay, yeah. They're a huge organization that works with foster families and placement and stuff like that.
Okay.
Lots of jobs available.
So I would look at what else is available and apply for a couple of the other things available just to see what happens. Okay, love?
Okay, yeah. I just didn't want to feel like I was betraying someone if I applied for another position in the same company.
Oh, no. No, they'll just, I don't feel like that will be the case. I feel like it will be, excuse me, I feel like it will be okay if you do that, because they don't feel like they're betraying you if they don't feel you're the right fit for that particular department. And you can even, if they, if they reach out on Friday and say, you know what, you're not the right fit, or we have somebody else, I would say to them, what other department would you recommend I look at? I'm going to go to the next question on YouTube. Hey, if you'd like to join the show live every Monday at noon and every Wednesday at 7 p.m., both of those are Central Time, I air live. You can call in 845-277-9131 and ask a question live, or you can watch on YouTube and ask questions in YouTube. One question: I just applied for a position. Do you see that I will get it? Thanks so much, Catherine. Is Catherine going to get that? I feel like you have a really strong potential to get this position. Are they going? They're going to offer it to you. I'm not sure if you're going to. I feel like they are going to offer you the position. I feel like you're going to have to look at everything and see how it feels for you and if it's what you really want. Okay, Catherine, that's what I have for you. I'm going to go to the next caller, who is 111. 111, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hi,
Hi, Miss Career Lady. Thank you for taking my call. Tina from Colorado. Hi, Miss Toni. Thank you, Toni.
You're welcome. How can I help you today, love?
Just really have a question for you, please, ma'am. Everything you said was right on, and thank you so much for helping. But I have another question. So I didn't get clarification. I have a dear friend, and I was told that I'm supposed to be getting my intuition tells me I'm supposed to be getting a phone call, but I am not sure what the phone call might be about. I'm either going to delay it, or I'm going to pick up the phone, or I don't know how he's going to communicate, because that phone number does not work. Anything on that, pretty please? And you see a time frame. It's a male friend, a good friend that helped me a lot with from some situations I was having.
Okay, so you want to know, I want to make sure that I'm understanding the question correctly. You want to know if this friend is going to be calling you?
Yes.
Okay. You know, sweetie, I get that this friend at this time, this friend is not going to be reaching out to you. Somebody, you know, I do feel like you're getting a call, but it's not from whom you expect it to be from. The person who helped you out is, I feel like they are not going to be reaching out at this time. They will not reach out for a bit of time, actually. I feel like it's it's a point in time for you to move on and be resourceful. I feel like this person that you are thinking, I'm just going to say the person that helped you out, I feel like they cannot reach out right now for whatever reason, and that doesn't matter why they cannot reach out or are not reaching out, but they're not going to be reaching out to you no matter how much you will or want their reach out, no matter how much you telepathically try to connect with them. It's just not going to happen at this time. Okay, love?
Who was it? Who was the person who was going to reach out to me? You were going to say someone else?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, okay, here's what I'm going to say, and I hope you understand this. I'm not looking at that because that's not the question that you asked. The question that you asked is this particular person going to reach out to you? No. The particular person that helped you in the past, are they going to reach out? No. I feel like when you feel like you are getting a phone call, you are going to get a phone call. That's from someone else. I'm not sure who that person is, and I'm not trying to be short or rude, but that is not, it doesn't matter at this point. It's just not I'm confirming, yes, you're going to get a phone call. No, it's not from that person. So that's what I have for you. I hope you understand. I'm going to go to the next question. And here's the thing, you guys, I want to say this for everybody. There is the ability to energetically connect with people and think of them and have them, you know, try to reach out to you or try to connect with you. Don't mess with energy that way. What's meant to happen will happen. And if you're trying to go against a person's personal will or natural will by keep popping into their energy, it will not end well for you, because when that person pops back in, they may just be reminded of all the reasons why you guys, you know, are not in communication. There's a time process for everything. And when you give the time and space needed without interrupting or trying to have, you know, pull people in, um, then things can be peaceful and smooth if they're meant to be. I will say this: if somebody was in your life that helped you out, be grateful for that. And the gratitude for that will bring more helpful people into your life. You don't always have to go back to the person that originally was was the helper, if you will. Okay. Um, I'm going to answer this question, Erin, and probably not in the way that you expect me to. Hi, Toni. Am I fulfilling my purpose, or what do I need to do to fulfill my purpose? We don't have one purpose. And I've said this so many times on the show. We have a purpose or several purposes in every area of our life. We have our main purpose, which is to to love ourselves unconditionally without question, to accept ourselves, and to have full understanding of everything that happens and not take anything personally when something happens. And that is what helps us on our ascension, to ascend and to grow and to expand, so that if we do come back in, if you believe in reincarnation or wherever we go next, we're ascended because we have greater understanding, greater knowledge, greater knowing, if you will. Now we also have relationship purpose, family purpose, children purpose, pet purpose, work purpose, and our work purpose isn't always one purpose. I'm not sure I think you're speaking, Erin, of work. And the one thing I hear for whatever you're doing with work right now, and I'm not saying that to correct you personally, Erin, I just want everyone to know we have so many we have purposes in every area of our life. Okay. And the purpose, again, is to get to that place where we have understanding, because when we have full understanding and unconditional love for ourselves, we end up in that space where everyone around us is in flow with us. Not at first. At first, it's like a tsunami. Woo, pooh. When we start loving on ourselves the way we want somebody else to love upon us, whoo, the people in our life at that point do not always understand that. They know the old you, the let me walk all over you, the you had no boundaries you. And then they start to turn into the who do you think you are, you? Why you telling me no, you? And you have to keep holding strong and just understand that's where they are and that's their perspective. And once you're in that space of complete and total self-love, everything else falls into place. And no, it's not egoic, and no, it's not wrong, and no, it's not it's the way it's supposed to be. We take care of, if each and every person loved themselves unconditionally and had complete understanding, not judgment of why people do things, but understanding, even when something's done to them, it doesn't mean you accept it. There's a difference between understanding something and accepting something. You can understand somebody's bad behavior. It doesn't mean you accept their bad behavior, because then you're not loving on you. Okay, then you're not saying, this does not honor my vessel. And I always say this, if you would not allow it to happen to a puppy, an infant, or if God were standing next to you and somebody did to God what they are doing to you, and you would jump in and say, nope. Okay, I don't really know how to fight. I don't even know. I think that's how you make fists and throw. I don't know how to throw. It's okay. It's okay. That's not my call in this life. But if you wouldn't let it happen in that case, you do not let it happen. And you can understand somebody's bad behavior and why they're having it. You just don't accept it, especially not for yourself, because you don't deserve it. Now, okay, that's my little channeling on purpose and self-love and knowing and accepting and graduating to a next level. Now, what I'm going to say for your personal purpose, coming all the way back around with work, if you're speaking on work, Erin, what I'm going to say to you is there's so much more to come. This is the first step on many steps. You are in the right area. When more things come in, take them on. You can handle it. You're going to do amazing. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it does. I'm going to go to, I think, 773. 773. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, thank you so much for taking my call. This is Joellen from Indianapolis.
Joellen, thank you for calling in. How can I help you today?
Well, there's a few things on my mind, and I'm just wondering if you can pick up something about my new direction. Am I working towards the proper right new direction for a new career, or should I be staying where I'm at and finding more satisfaction?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say, Joel, and thank you so much for your question, and I appreciate it. No, you should not be staying. Okay, stay where you're at until you get to the next thing, but always be expanding. And this is, creation, spirit, ascension is why we are here. If we've already lost that, if we've come as far as we can in where we are, whether it's in satisfaction, education, knowing, then it's time for us to grow again, to expand again. And moving forward is always a good thing. We want to go into the unknown. We don't, I'm gonna do this for a second, Joellen. I think your name is Joellen. Please don't be offended if I got your name wrong or if I or that I muted you. Listen. The purpose or part of why we are here is to create, to expand, to grow. And that means that, in our grandma's day, in our grandpa's day, they were with a company and they stayed with that company. They had a pension and they were there forever. And that's how we were trained, even some of our parents. That's how we were trained to have loyalty to companies, loyalty to the GOV, loyalty to DOCs, TERS. I can't say certain words. I will get tagged and X'd, and then I will not be able to come to you live. And we're trying to avoid that. We've learned to have loyalty. And in the past, that was very beneficial because they also had loyalty and we felt like they had our best interest in mind and were doing for us. At this point in the game has changed. And we need to be in a position where if we have an opportunity to grow and it's not within the company we are at, we should be looking outside of that company and growing. If you work with computers and you're not learning GPT, AI, and robotics right now, you are going to be left behind and your company is going to replace you like that. If you are working in marketing and promotions and you have not learned AI, promoting with AI and social media marketing and done all the certificates and are not doing a deep dive into that, you are going to be left behind. In every area, you have to keep growing with whatever's going on. Now, if it's time for you, if you're even thinking about, like, is it time for me? I'm not satisfied. The reason you're not satisfied is your soul is screaming, crying to get out and learn and explore and do more. We should not be on repeat. We have to always be having new experiences and opportunity. Some of the happiest people I know are in the trades industry. They're in construction, they're in home remodeling. They own their own business. And it's not because they get to call the shots. It's because every day is a new day. They're figuring out problems. I'm not calling any of us this, okay? I've had JOBs where I sat in an office all day long. It was torture. I'd go home and cry, like literally go home and cry. I remember falling asleep at work. I was so sad. I would just sleep through it. When you are out on your own or when you're starting a new position, it gives your brain and your soul the opportunity to learn new things, to be in new environments. When we are on repeat, and please do not, I'm not calling anyone anything, but I am going to make a comparison to being like a pet in a zoo. They have the same routine every day, and we know that's not natural for them. We know it's not natural, but you can see the light going out of their lives while they sit on that little area of the zoo for them. And that's not natural, just like that's not natural for us. We're not supposed to be like that. Now, some people find so much joy in that, and that is your calling, and stick with it. But if you have the opportunity and you're starting to feel that, do it. Always do it. So the short answer is yes. Look, find something that brings you more satisfaction, more joy. And I already gave the long answer, so thank you very, very much. I'm looking for my little thing. Okay, you guys, I don't have a lot of time. And there's so many questions. I feel so badly that I'm not going to be able to get to everybody in here. Remember, I do come back Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, and I'm on 20-ish minutes before on YouTube. So if you want to put your question in, and I will do another pop-up show. I lost my place now trying to Sylvia, hi, how are you? Sal says general message of the day: don't bet on the horse races. Not even if you know the jockeys, Sal. Not even if you know the jockeys. Okay. I am going to go down here. I'm going to go to, this is a new person, so I'm going to go here. Hello, my question is, I recently applied for a job. Will I get that job? I hear keep applying, have some competition. I feel like I talked to you, Hope. Keep applying. I feel like I talked to you on the phone, so that's where I'm going to go with that. I am going to go to, I'm going to go up here again because I don't like skipping people. Olga asked, hi, Toni, any message from my mom or dad? My dad's name is Robert. His birthday is today, and my mom's name is Dolores. Please tell me. Please. Okay, so your mom and your dad are together in spirit. Their energy is together. The message that I'm getting is tradition. Tradition. They just keep saying tradition. I know that Olga, I know that's going to make sense to you. And they acknowledge that you think about them, and they acknowledge
90 seconds.
Your wishes for them. And they want you to know that they are grateful for there's something that you do, whether it's, when you're thinking about them, or there's something that you do that you offer them, whether it's thoughts or love or something at a place, and they acknowledge that. Like sometimes it can be a cemetery or an altar or whatever it is. They are acknowledging that. Olga, thank you for the question. Okay, everybody who's called in, everybody in the chat, remember, you can call in 15 minutes before if you want to be one of the first callers to get your questions answered. And I do start about 15 to 20 minutes prior to the show answering questions on YouTube. I will be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, which means at 6:45, you can start putting your questions in or call in. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all so stinking much. You guys are just amazing and fantastic, and I love you. Please have fun this week. Find something that you used to love, that you do love, that you want to try. Make it fun. Make it fun. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so
10
much again
seconds.
for being here, and I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday again.